Welcome to TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. After years of traffic studies, Cleveland now has the data needed to install speed tables citywide. Mayor Justin Bibb was present for the city's first raised speed table installation designed to improve safety by reducing vehicle speeds. TV20's Alex McTurna has more with this story.
Big day for the residents of the southeast side, a big day for the residents all across the city of Cleveland. We're kicking off their first 100 initiative to install their first 100 speed tables in hotspots all across the city. So this is a major issue in our community, and I'm so happy that we've leveraged American Rescue Plan funding from President Biden, part of our Back to Basics program. So not only are we using that money to install speed tables all across our neighborhoods, but also using that money to fix many of our roads, enhance our parks and our rec centers. Everything we're doing with this investment is all about getting back to the basics.
An initiative of this scale to install speed tables citywide is only possible through collaboration between City Council, the administration, and residents themselves. Through this joint effort utilizing driven data, the City of Cleveland aims to reduce vehicle-related accidents and deaths on residential streets.
Public safety is our number one priority here in the City of Cleveland, and we got to have our streets safe. We got to have our traffic moving at a reasonable rate, and these speed tables will help us accomplish that goal. The more residents see these speed tables down, the more they request them because they know what effect they will have slowing down the traffic in the neighborhood. The residents have to feel safe in their own communities. I think it's imperative that we put these around parks and schools. So we are leading the charge, and we are blowing the horn to say we need more of these speed tables throughout our city.
With a keen focus on residential streets near institutions like parks or schools, the City of Cleveland sought to minimize the changes needed for valuable public resources like snowplows or street sweepers, while also remaining cost-effective. Now, with the data needed in hand, the first 100 speed tables are only the start of Mayor Justin Bibb's larger plans to improve traffic safety through targeted traffic calming measures.
This is going to be an ongoing process. We're continuing to collect requests from residents and council members, count speed data on our streets, and add locations to the list to receive speed tables. So our speed table program right now is really targeting local residential streets. You can see this street on East 140th is surrounded by residences. There are families here with kids who might like to play in the yard, people who want to walk up and down, ride their bikes. Even backing out of the driveway on this street with cars coming really quickly up and down can be concerning. So what slowing down the traffic does is make all of those things safer and more comfortable. By and large, this program has been met with a lot of excitement from residents. I was out here yesterday talking with people about what we were planning to do today and heard really great feedback from them. Many of them have stories about crashes that have happened in front of their house, cars that have ended up on their yards. And so there is a lot of excitement and positive reception for this type of intervention that can make the street safer.
Residents expressed elation that their long-standing concerns about speeding traffic are finally being addressed through substantive action by the city administration.
We have a lot of speeders. I spend a lot of time in and out of the driveway, and just noticing that I'm worried for the children. And even as you pull out of the driveway, if someone hit you, you'd have a lot of damage. So yes, there's a lot of speeding that goes on here. I really appreciate that someone saw this also and wanted to do something to help, especially a councilman and the mayor. There's less stress worrying about the children crossing the street and playing. There's some neighbors, you have to stand out and watch them. You have to watch anyway, but we just want to make sure that they're safe. And these speed tables are going to go a long way in making sure that our children are safe.
For TV20, this is Alex McTurna.
Thanks, Alex. And for more information on the speed tables and where they'll be installed, visit the City of Cleveland's website at clevelandohio.gov. At a promotion ceremony held at Music Hall, the Cleveland Division of Police promoted officers to the ranks of sergeant and lieutenant. Before administering the oath of office, Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb addressed the newly promoted.
And I believe each and every one of you here this afternoon represent the best of our department and the best of our city. So let's give yourselves a round of applause this afternoon for taking this important commitment.
In all, 4 sergeants were promoted to the rank of lieutenant, and 15 patrol officers were promoted to the rank of sergeant. Afterwards, Chief Director of Public Safety Wayne Drummond and Police Chief Dorothy Todd offered their congratulations.
Thank you for taking on the added responsibility of leadership to your role as public servants, and you are public servants. The role of leadership is not to be taken lightly. The men and women of the Division of Police will be looking for you for guidance and direction. I believe that leaders are made and not necessarily born. Leadership skills can be developed, so continue to learn.
The best advice I can give you for success is when you come in each day, do all you can for your members and for our residents. Make fair and honest decisions. Mistakes will be made along the way. Push yourselves and others to change the narrative. We are a great division of police, and it's up to us to remind our members and to show the community.
Congrats to the new group of lieutenants and sergeants. If you would like to see the whole promotion ceremony, visit and subscribe to our TV20 Cleveland YouTube page. June marks the start of the annual celebration of LGBTQ Pride Month here in Cleveland. We go now to TV20's Errol Porter, who was downtown for the festivities marking the beginning of this monumental month-long event.
It is very festive and colorful and beautiful in downtown Cleveland as the LGBT community kicks off Pride Month.
The Pride Month festivities kicked off here in Cleveland with the annual Pride Parade, welcoming all Clevelanders, young and old, to join in the celebration. After the parade, I caught up with those in attendance, reveling in the joyous atmosphere and the freedom to openly express their LGBT identities without fear or judgment.
I am the Great Lakes Puppy title holder for 2022, and I'm part of the kink and leather community here in Cleveland.
I think there's a beautiful community here. I think we're growing and expanding still. The LGBT Center out in Lakewood does a lot of amazing work and really brings the community together. And then events like today, it really brings the whole community together, and there's just a lot of love to be had.
It's a fandom that has a actually strong LGBT community in it. I think the last statistics was about half of the members in the fandom are part of the LGBT.
It's one of the best experiences I've had in a long time. I think it's really great, especially for people like me who are more recently figuring themselves out. It's great to be here and see a lot of people like us.
I grew up watching The Labyrinth and David Bowie and Jareth's wonderful style. And those type of wonderful gender-neutral Fae-type characters help bleed into everything I am.
Whether attendees were taking their first steps into the LGBT lifestyle or are seasoned veterans, there was something for everyone to enjoy at the kickoff celebrations. More importantly, resources were available for those who may still be struggling to embrace their identity fully.
We operate here in Cleveland as well as in Akron. We create resources providing clothing at a cheap, affordable cost to the trans community. Also, our free binder program, our undergarment program, everything that a trans person could need to begin their transition, we provide.
Critically, these Pride Month celebrations were made possible through the vital partnership between the City of Cleveland and the LGBT community centers of Greater Cleveland.
It takes a lot of people well over a year of planning. And in fact, we literally start the week after Pride. We'll start planning for Pride in the Clee next year. The City of Cleveland basically puts their resources behind today, essentially provides that to us without the charge that you would normally have to put on something like this. It allows us to be this big because our overhead costs are that much lower. We've been working with, the police department. We've been working with the mayor's office. We've been working with the county. We really couldn't do it without all those people. If you want to volunteer, absolutely, you can go to our website, which is lgbtcleveland.org. Up top, there will be a tab for volunteer. Click on it. It'll tell you how you can get involved. There's also a donate tab if you want to donate to the center.
Hey guys, we had a great time here downtown Cleveland at the kickoff of this year's Pride Fest. Always bigger than ever. And we want you to continue to love and accept and unify here in our great city. I'm Errol Porter reporting, we are Cleveland.
Thanks, Errol. The Cleveland Public Auditorium was home to the annual Senior Day, and TV20's Alex McTurner was there for the celebrations.
Now on its 33rd year, Senior Day is an event older adults in the Cleveland and Cuyahoga County area look forward to every year. The day began with a resource fair where dozens of vendors offered valuable knowledge to the attendees, such as information on Medicare, social services, meal assistance, housing, and other essential needs.
We do activities, we have art exhibits that we do with them. We do a lot of things to just keep them engaged and keep them busy. You know, they always sit in the house, so we try to just keep them out and going. We do programming 3 times a week, and we also just launched our East Side location, which I oversee the East Side. So we partnership with Cleveland Heights, and we do programming over there as well.
So Benjamin Rose supports people on the aging journey and those who care for them. So essentially our seniors and our caregivers, we want to rethink aging and help people age in place, live at home, be active in their community. We offer a wide range of services, everything from Meals on Wheels, social work services, we've got senior centers, we offer housing and financial wellness, counseling as well. So we really run the gamut of programs to keep people aging at home.
We have a toll-free hotline that's 1-800-686-1578. That's staffed Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and we're able to answer any questions related to Medicare for beneficiaries here in Cleveland and around Ohio. We also have a full network of volunteers around the state that are able to meet with folks face-to-face to offer counseling on Medicare services, and we also have a speakers bureau that will come out into the community and give talks about Medicare benefits.
Following the fair, the City of Cleveland and Cleveland City Council took to the stage to present awards to honorees, which comprised of seniors hand-selected by each council member for their dedication to the city and their community.
My honoree is Father Mark Polito from Holy Redeemer Catholic Church in Collinwood. He's retiring after 28 years. He's done a wonderful job. Not only is he a spiritual leader, but he's a civic leader in our community. And he's a dear friend, and I'm going to miss him greatly in his retirement, but we wanted to recognize him for all the good things that he's done, along with all the other seniors. You look at what they've done in all of our communities. Cleveland is so fortunate to have dedicated seniors. They're the foundation of our city, of our neighborhoods. And I can't say enough good things about not only today's honorees, but all the people who've been honored in the past.
Mike's a great guy. He's, every time we ask him to do something or we have an event, he's Johnny on the spot. I couldn't ask for a better senior of the year. He's dedicated, he volunteers, and he's passionate about the city of Cleveland. Couldn't ask for a better guy to honor than Mike.
The highlight of the day kicked off as seniors from community recreation centers performed lively line dancing for the enthusiastic crowd.
A great event right here at historic Public Hall. And you look at all the vendors, all the people who are giving out all this free stuff. You get a free lunch, all this wonderful music, entertainment. It's a great day in the city of Cleveland.
Senior Day, I love coming here with all the nice people, and this is a beautiful senior day to come. And I love coming here again. Thank you.
For TV20, this is Alex Picterna.
Thank you, Alex. To learn more about next year's Senior Day or to volunteer, you can visit clevelandohio.gov/aging for more information. The Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists held a community meet and greet at the Afrika Taste and Lounge to meet, mingle, and prepare for their upcoming conference. TV20 reporter Errol Porter was there to bring you this story.
Thanks, Dan. I'm here at the Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists here in Cleveland, Ohio, and it's all about fellowship, networking, and recruiting new members for the organization. They're also getting prepared for the national convention coming to Cleveland in 2025.
Nathan Page, Vice President of Print for the Cleveland Association, explains what the association is all about.
It's a sense of community for local journalists of color. It just allows them a sounding board if they're having troubles at their place of employment. We can help and find jobs for them locally or abroad.
Today's event was a meet and greet set up for the community, something of great importance to their members, says Treasurer Rachel Hill.
What's significant about the meet and greets is we like to get members of the community out to meet with journalists. You never know, because there's opportunities available also for the community members to get out and possibly have some stories told. So one of the things that we're looking forward to is the National Association of Black Journalists Convention. It'll be coming to Cleveland in 2025. So we're doing things to prepare for that, and we're getting the community out and we're getting journalists out into the community in preparation of that national convention coming to Cleveland on this 50th anniversary.
Rhonda Crowder, president of the Greater Cleveland chapter, says the secret to growth and prosperity of the chapter is recruitment, recruitment, recruitment.
As new members come into the market, they join our organization, they join our chapter. We're also always finding new members by way of content creators, digital journalists, that sort of thing. So the industry is kind of evolving and changing, right? To include bloggers as journalists and content creators. And so those type of journalists come into our organization as members as well.
Corporate filmmaker Devin Collins says he looks forward to these meet and greets.
Well, this is a great opportunity, to just kind of network, be with your peers, talk about some new ideas. We're all busy. We're all kind of in the hustle and bustle of things. So this is just a great opportunity for everybody to come together and to, just say, hey, what project are you working on? Hey, I got, this idea for this. And, to just kind of get reconnected.
The 2024 National Conference of the Association of Black Journalists will be held in Chicago. However, in 2025, the National Conference will be held right here in Cleveland. Page says that before they turn their attention to 2025, they have one event they have to focus on in 2024.
We've got two priorities, and one is the 2024 convention in Chicago. Cleveland hosts the final party of the last night, the kickoff party for Cleveland. So that's all we're thinking about right now. We're not thinking about 25 yet. Once that's over, mid-August, we will start focusing on 25. Although plans are in the works on the back end, we're working with Destination Cleveland, who's doing a phenomenal job of planning stuff for us.
All right, what a great time we had here at the National Association of Black Journalists meet and greet. A lot of familiar faces and some new faces are going to be joining the organization soon. If you're interested, get in touch with them and be a part and make a difference. The National Convention will be in town in 2025, and we are overly excited and getting prepared. I'm Errol Porter reporting for TV20. We are Cleveland.
Thanks, Errol. Students from the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District STEP program are making waves literally. The students recently visited the Foundry, Cleveland's state-of-the-art rowing and sailing center, for a unique team-building experience that combined physical activity with environmental awareness.
So we're at the Foundry. The Foundry is Cleveland's community rowing and sailing center for students. We have a group from Cleveland Water here today, about 14 kids plus all their parents as well. So it's a really cool time to get families out onto the water, get families into these sports that are usually difficult to access. And the Foundry exists just for that purpose.
The day started with an introduction to rowing techniques, safety protocols, and the history of the sport.
Most people are more familiar with a treadmill, so just like how a treadmill simulates running, our ergs simulate what it would be like to row a boat. So before we get to the tank couch, which I'm assuming you guys will see after this, we start on the ergs, and that simulates, like I said, a rowing machine. And so right now they're practicing their form, their positions, so they're a little bit more comfortable when we actually get onto the water.
After learning some basic techniques using the erg machine, they moved on to the tank house.
So these parents and families are inside the tank house. Tank house is basically that last step down before they actually get on the water. So think about it from obviously we're in the middle of Cleveland, right? Diversity in this sport is not really advertised, especially water sports in the African community. So being able to have them get a little bit closer to the water without going out to the water is a little bit, I think it's one of the great parts. But getting them comfortable here and being like, okay, I want to try the water is probably one of the cool parts.
For many, it was their first time on the water in this capacity.
This is a very different sport. It's different in many different ways. Like it's on the water, like most sports is in hand and very competitive. This also is a competitive sport, and I'm very grateful to be here because many people could not have this chance to be here. Like I said, it's a very expensive sport, so I'm very grateful to have this chance to be here to learn and actually be in action doing it in the water. So I'll definitely say to them that if they want to do something like this, they can work hard towards it, try to get a scholarship, or maybe even practice in their own ways, like coming here, maybe getting in the programs that they have here.
Being out on the water and getting in these boats, it's not something that's all that common, so they get the opportunity to get firsthand education on what it's all about and how it works, and then actually get to go out and do it. So it's pretty incredible.
This partnership between the Foundry and the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District is more than just a day of fun on the water. It's an educational initiative highlighting the importance of teamwork.
So our mission here is to create an access point for students and their families to interact with Lake Erie and with the Cuyahoga River. We've been blessed here in Cleveland. We're in a perfect spot to row and sail. And so we want to be able to help families open that door and get out onto the water. And these are really important sports. There are so many sports out there in Cleveland where it can kind of be about yourself. And you're trying to get your points, you're trying to get your stats. And with rowing and sailing, it's all about teamwork.
TV20 Cameras were at a special pregame party put on by the Cleveland Guardians.
Thanks, Dan. I'm Errol Porter reporting here from Progressive Field. We're outside and a big celebration is going on here where we're celebrating Cleveland, our fans, and a new look for the Guardians.
Ahead of unveiling their new City Connect jerseys featuring iconic Guardians of Traffic imagery, the Cleveland Guardians hosted a pregame celebration that drew fans from near and far to Progressive Field. The event offered activities for all ages, from testing pitching accuracy to contributing to a one-of-a-kind art piece. Live music from local band The Big Dom Band provided an energetic backdrop throughout. While the festive occasion allowed Clevelanders to show their team spirit, it also attracted out-of-town fans eager to experience the city's energy before their team took the field against the Guardians.
We just love baseball, so win or lose, we're coming down and see them play.
I'm a longtime Clevelander, and we are just thirsting, dying for great sports, great basketball, great baseball. And anytime that the weather cooperates and people come down like this, it's great for the community, for everybody, and to support the teams. It's great.
We've been welcomed here, and it's been a lot of fun so far.
The new City Connect jerseys have generated a buzz among fans, and the design holds special meaning. I had the opportunity to speak with Curtis Danberg from the Guardians organization about these unique uniforms and what they hope MLB fans across the country will be able to glean from them.
Really, it's about leaning into the Guardians name and the Guardians of Traffic statues. You know, so many of us in Northeast Ohio recognize and understand what the name Guardians means, but beyond that, nationally, they don't. So this gives us a chance to tell the story of the Guardians of Traffic. So you got the design of the pylons from the Guardians of Traffic. You have the patch, obviously, the Guardian there. But again, a chance to really celebrate Cleveland and the CLE. This is what we're all about.
Oh man, what a great time had out here by everyone here who joined us at the pregame party, celebrating our new jerseys and celebrating the CLE and our beloved Guardians. I'm Errol Porter, reporting for TV20. We are Cleveland.
Finally, Cleveland's vibrant Little Italy neighborhood is buzzing with creativity heading into this summer. And TV20's Errol Porter has more on the annual Summer Art Walk that's captivating the community.
Thanks, Dan. I'm Errol Porter, and today I get to hang out at the 2024 Summer Art Walk in one of Cleveland's most historic neighborhoods, Little Italy. It's a celebration of arts, culture, and community.
Dozens of local artists set up their displays, attracting art enthusiasts and casual spectators alike.
It's been absolutely incredible. Thousands of people have come through the doors here. A lot of really talented artists, a lot of great people coming through to experience all that Little Italy has to offer, and all of the incredible talent and local artists that we have here.
My daughter, as you can see, is a glass blower, and my wife does prints and these large black and gold paintings. And we've been part of this community and in the art world here for more than 40 years.
This event showcases the incredible talent and creativity of local artists. From painting and sculpture to photography and mixed media, there's something for everyone to enjoy.
When I started shooting a little bit more seriously in college, that was, I felt like I had something. I felt like I was able to capture images that captured a moment and brought all the graphics together at the same time. Even as a little girl, we all think about what we want to be when we grow up. And I just had this idea that I was going to do something that involved media.
Little Italy's Summer Art Walk not only highlighted the diverse artistic community, but also supported local businesses.
Bolt and Spool is a fabric shop here in Cleveland's Little Italy neighborhood. We specialize in higher-end fabrics. We have Liberty of London, which is Italian-made fabric. We've got European linens. We've got ribbons from around the world, buttons from everywhere, sewing patterns from around the world. We specialize mostly in sewing for apparel.
So I am a printmaker. I specialize in screen printing. Everything I do is designed by hand. I do all the lettering, all the artwork, and then I print everything by hand.
This year's Summer Art Walk had it all. And if you missed it, well, guess we'll see you next year. I'm Errol Porter. This is TV20 and we are Cleveland.
Thanks, Errol. Little Italy's Summer Art Walk looks like a great time for everyone. Hey, we are constantly uploading new content on our TV20 Cleveland YouTube page, so make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. You can also connect with TV20 Cleveland on your favorite social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and X. Thanks for watching TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. Be sure to stay tuned for more on TV20. We are Cleveland.